Hello, Sagittarius. Happy New Year. This is Asnointia here. So, for those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome to the channel. This is going to be a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you are connecting with on a romantic level. What it is that they are feeling and thinking towards you currently. This person could be from your past, could be somebody who is in your life currently, could also be somebody who you've simply exchanged glances with and you know there's something really special there, but no one's really speaking up. This could be a relationship, a situationship. For those of you that may not know who this person is, there is a possibility that this person's from your past and they are thinking of you, even if you are not actually interested in them or thinking of them. If that's the case, most likely this is not going to resonate for you because that's not who you're really thinking of, who you're wanting to be in your life. Sometimes people from our past still want to come back into our lives. And for some of us, it's a no-no. Wow, cards are just falling right out. My way of reading is just slightly different. I do have the ability of channeling through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that we need. I do not channel through any spirit guides. I never have, and I have certain reasons for that. At the end of this reading, I do channel Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, as well as Uriel, to provide you with some advice based on what comes up today. We have here an array of cards. Not so bad, actually. This is your person of interest. However, there is complication here. We have surrender followed by illness, wellness, compassion, creativity, sensuality, justice, awakening, wisdom, and then we have mothering under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Sagittarius, though it may not seem like it, there's a part of me that has surrendered to you. This part you really don't see because I don't really expose it to you. But I feel that there's something about you that is very unique, very challenging even. I feel as though I belong to you and you belong to me. I have surrendered my heart, my mind, and my body to you. But even if I wanted to, there are circumstances around me that make me hesitate. Certain things that have happened in my life, certain things that I'm stuck in, responsibilities, burdens, constraints, restrictions. I'm weighed down. And sometimes I do feel depressed. Sometimes I feel as though there is a sense of despair that just doesn't go away. And I want to go above the surface of this water to be with you. But these things weigh me down. For this reason, I know you wait. I know the suffering that you have gone through as well, and I feel for you. Although I can't truly feel exactly what you have, I do have compassion for you, empathy, and even sympathy to a certain degree. But this is because of the situation that you're in now, due to me. Had I not been in your life, things would have been different. I do want to create something with you. Something that'll be long-lasting for the world to see. To create something with you that generations can look at and admire, a web of love I would love to weave with you, where you are the center of my world. And I do find that you are very highly sensual. There's things about you that are just so tantalizing, so tempting, so alluring. And it's hard for me to ignore that. I am very sensually attracted to you. I miss the things that I could do to you the way we were once. Touching and caressing your skin. Running my fingers through your hair. Gazing into your eyes. You have me, in a way, addicted to you. And there's a part of me now that wants to make things right. Everything that has ever happened before seems to have been wrong. Where you kept giving and all I ever did was take. And because of that, there was a lack of equal give and take in this connection. It was not fair. I want to make things right now going forward. It's time to make things right. And why do I want to do this? You might not realize this, Sagittarius, but I've had an awakening moment. This realization, this aha moment, where I can see through your perspective. I see through your lens. I've put myself into your shoes. And now I see things differently. And so I appreciate things differently. For this reason, there's a part of me now that has become very wise. Wisdom is the key to my success now. Wanting to woo you, wanting to be with you. I have learned from my experiences, and I have gained this perspective. I have learned from the mistakes, and I have learned from the lessons. I dare not repeat what happened before. Overall, there's a part of me that feels the sense of unconditional love that comes so strongly from you. You are someone who is soft and gentle, who has unconditional love, caring, protecting. These are the qualities that I see in you, that I sense that you have. But because of what has happened, there is a lot of hesitation. Do I want to be with you? Absolutely yes. Do I know how to approach you? No, I do not. That's something I still have to work on. Because I want to make things right. I don't want to make any mistakes this time. All right. Sagittarius. Your person of interest has changed. And some of you might be aware of this. Others of you, you don't know this yet. And it could be you might not find out for a very long time. But very interesting cards here. You have awakening, and then you have wisdom. Now, if even you think of this logically, awakening, there's an awakening moment, there's this realization. What is the realization? Wisdom. So there definitely is here, there's this correlation. From here to here, there's progression. So there is wisdom here. And wisdom basically means that whatever happened before in terms of mistakes, in terms of this person's attitude, they have learned a few things. And remember, you had the Justice card, so they want to make things right. So, in all honesty, it's a pretty good reading. It does mean that your person of interest is changing. Things have changed for them. Things are changing for the better. The only problem is with the Illness and Wellness card, which talks about restraints, constrictions, things like that that are holding them down. This could also be emotional trauma too, or somebody that they are already with, and it's causing a problem for them to be with you. All right, I have here the Lover's Path Tarot. So here I'll be looking into something that may have happened in the past, interesting, that caused the problem in the first place. So what happened between the both of you in the past that may have caused an issue within this connection itself? So this is for those of you that may feel there's a lack of closure, where they are now starting to just breadcrumb you. This person has faded over time. And just that feeling of having that lack of closure, not knowing where you stand. Why did they behave in this manner? That is something that I look at with this particular deck. It'll give you a better understanding. Also, not a lot of people do express themselves. They don't talk. They just leave and they fade. Interesting. Now, this deck I do read in the reverse. Remember, we just had wisdom right here. We just had it. And for this card, the Ace of Arrows, it definitely talks about keyword wisdom, understanding, and intelligence. Now, what does this mean? That the current cards that we had just seen, the first set I just saw, the fact that you have wisdom now means that this person now is wiser. And therefore this card, these are from the past, what happened back then. That's what I'm looking at. There was a lack of wisdom back then. There was a lack of understanding back then. And there was a lack of intelligence back then. Wow. Here there was a need for self-thought, self-recrimination, and the rejection of personal power to be able to blame others because they themselves were confused. So what's interesting here is you may have had conversations with this person, and it sounds weird, but you may have had conversations with this person that just didn't make sense. You knew what you were talking about, but when they would respond to you, they just wouldn't make sense. Some of you may have noticed this. The reason why they wouldn't make sense because they were themselves confused about the facts, about the argument. They also had a lack of wisdom. They were not as intelligent when it comes to that particular topic that you may have been arguing or discussing. And also, it just clearly talks about a lack of understanding. So there was this lack of understanding, this lack of communication that existed between the both of you, and that is one of the reasons why this connection broke down back then. We also have here contemplation. Contemplation here talks about withdrawal, introspection, and retreating. This person wanted to listen to their heart, and they had retreated within themselves. They needed to find out what was truly wrong with them. Not only to focus on relationships with others, but the relationship that they had with themselves. Here it talks about being distracted by the world and ignoring their intuition. A sense of superficiality, feeling unconnected with their own heart. Wow. So here we're dealing with an individual who really didn't know much about others, about situations. There was a lack of understanding, but not only that, why didn't they know any of that? Because they didn't even know themselves. Usually this happens when somebody does not have, like we said again, the key word of this reading is wisdom. This person didn't have wisdom, which means they may have been immature. They could have also been very inexperienced. And because of that, they kept making certain kinds of mistakes that, in your opinion, were mistakes. But however these mistakes were, they must have been pretty big because there's distance here between the both of you. This person needs to gain wisdom, which they have now. But in addition to that, they need more time to know who they are. Why do I do the things that I do? Why did I treat my Sagittarius like this? Why do I do this to people? What can I do to be a better person? This is all about contemplation, isolation, self-reflection, becoming lonely, to distract oneself, to not be distracted by the everyday world problems and detaching themselves from those distractions so that they can focus. That's what this person's trying to do. So you may have had some distance from this person, and that is the reason, because they're actually making an effort to find out, why do I do what I do? Why did I act like this? This connection could have been great, but look at what I did. So your person of interest here is thinking, which is a good thing. Here I have the Beginner's Tarot. Interesting. Okay, very nice. So with this deck, I look into what it is that may have occurred in this connection that's now made this person want to make some plans. What actions are they going to take? Do they have any intentions? So that's what we're looking at. I only picked the top card. The bottom card right there was the Six of Wands. Huh. What's meant to come out will come out. Six of Wands. All right. Really interesting. We have a lot of fire energy here. Very passionate energy. Your person of interest with the Queen of Wands, they definitely feel like the sensuality card before that we had. You are utterly irresistible. They cannot resist you. You are so damn hot and sexy. They feel so attracted that that's the first thing that's on their mind. It's the first card. First card's the strongest, right? So they are extremely attracted to you. That's where you get that sensuality card from as well. They didn't have the courage before because there was a lack of connection. There was this distance before. But now you have the Strength card, which is a beautiful card to have. Your person of interest is starting to realize that they're gaining that strength and that they want to have that strength, that courage to reach out to you and be with you the way that you would like them to. Now there's courage, there's bravery, standing up for what one believes in, and giving the reasons for it too. We also have here the Five of Wands. Now, what I'm getting from this card is something interesting. Because you had, not you, because they had a lack of wisdom. What happens when we don't have wisdom in our lives? Usually what happens, people go and ask others for advice. That's what happened here. And somebody out there is not happy. They are jealous. They're spreading rumors. Here we have an individual who is your person of interest who has gone out to try to get some advice, to try to have that understanding, to get that experience because they themselves haven't been experienced as much. What happened? Other people are starting to cause problems in this connection. Somebody may have taken advantage of your person of interest. They may have been filling their mind with rumors simply because they're jealous. Whatever it is, there is a sense of struggle, distrust, arguments, disagreements. That is the theme right now of this card, the Five of Wands. You're dealing with somebody who is externally causing problems, guys. Be careful. Crosswatcher, be careful. It's your life. Listen to what your heart feels. Listen to your heart. If you don't, it will hurt in the end. Here we have the Six of Wands. Ultimately, no matter what happens, Sag, this is good for you. Your person of interest is going to come back into your life. Typically, this card talks about someone who was with you in the past romantically, but then things changed, the scene changed, and they left. But they left for an indefinite amount of time. You just had no idea what was going on. But this card now indicates that person that left is going to be coming back into your life. Victorious, passionate, wanting to start again. It's a gorgeous card. The overall arching theme you have here is the Ace of Cups. This is a wonderful card. It does talk about forgiveness, wanting to have a sense of forgiveness in this connection, and having a restart at love. Restarting a love connection. This is true love. It's pure love. It's very emotional. So what's really interesting here, you have love and passion, Sagittarius. Your person of interest is definitely coming back into your life. You have way too many cards here to deny that. Especially the fact that they're gaining the strength. They don't care what others say anymore. They're moving beyond that, coming towards you in a very loving manner. It's very nice. Yay. Love it. All right, just going to do a quick prayer. All right, let's have a look at what the angels have to say about this connection. We have here helpful people. Ah, knew it. Nope, I knew it. Why helpful people? No, because you had the Five of Wands. Those are not helpful people. Crosswatcher, pay attention. Those are not helpful people. There are some people out there to get you. Be careful. And it's no with an exclamation mark. Wow. Oh my Lord. Do not shoot the messenger. I repeat, do not shoot the messenger. All right, we got a situation here that some of you are not really going to like. We have here helpful people. No, these people that you may think are helpful. Let's just say you got 10 friends, okay? Out of the 10, 6 or 7 may be very helpful. You know, you trust them with your life. But then 3 of them or so, you got to be careful. Okay? Not all of your friends are nasty. There are some people here, and it doesn't have to be friends. It could be family. Somebody here they don't have your best interest at heart. And this goes for yourself as well as cross-watcher. Within the next few months, there is going to be a sense of forgiveness in this connection. Remember, we just had the Ace of Cups come out, right? So that means there's going to be an offer. There's going to be the sense of forgiveness. However, the angels here, Sagittarius, are saying that there's something better than the situation that you are in right now. You may think that this is as good as it's going to get. Nope. The truth is, it will get much better. Now, there's two things with this particular card. Sometimes it indicates a situation that's going to be improved. Something's going to be better. Or someone is going to be a better choice in your life. You're going to get somebody else. So for a small majority of you, keep your eyes peeled. I'm seeing the word opportunity in my mind's eye right now. There's going to be someone better coming into your life, or there's going to be something better than the situation that you're in right now. Either way, within the next few months, there's going to be something that's going to happen that's much better. Here we also have meditation brings answers. So with this particular card, it does talk about take a step back and retreat. Have that sense of mindfulness. Meditate. Meditation, my angel guide, Angel Fakil, has said minimum you can meditate for 2-3 minutes. No. Meditation is for 21 minutes. Sorry about that, guys. And the prayer, if you want to just pray, 2-3 minutes is minimum. So that is good enough, but only if you actually mean it. Okay? Sorry about that. I made that mistake. Ooh. We also have here choose a new direction. These are really interesting cards when they come out because we have no, then we have there's something better. Choose a new direction. Let go. That's why I was saying don't shoot the messenger. For some of you, it's clearly indicating here that it's time for you to move on from this person and find someone new. By finding someone new, the opportunity is just going to come right to you. As long as you have that positive energy flowing, you will be able to attract positive energy as well. Choosing a new direction here means that certain things have happened in this connection that are very repetitive in a way. You want to do something that's slightly different. So going forward, whatever type of situation you find yourself in, just make sure that you don't repeat the same things, because if you do, you'll get the same result. That's what this talks about. Also remember that this card talks about choose a new direction. It means that your destination is going to be the same. But your route, your road, your pathway of getting there is going to be different. Ultimately, the overall arching theme here is let go. Let go here means let go of some of the belief-related issues, some of the problems that you've been facing, some grudges that you may have. Forgiveness is key, right? How do you forgive? You get compassion for this person. Where do you get it from? From your heart, from knowing that, you know what, this person just didn't know any better. They were born and raised like this. Their situation was like this. And therefore they behave in this manner. That is how you have compassion for another human being. And it's important to have that, otherwise if you don't, you will permanently have this negative energy bubble orbiting around your head constantly. That's your grudge right there. But once you let it go, things will start to feel better. You will release that negative energy and everything that comes along with it. You will be able to release it. I know it's difficult to do that, but give it a try. And if it doesn't happen once, try and try again. Here, one of the main things I would like to share with you is be careful who you trust. Sometimes we tell our plans, we talk about our person of interest to other people, and they may not be in a situation like yourself. They may be, I don't want to use a word, far off worse. Everybody has their own issues, right? Everybody. And what happens here is they may not see how much you struggle. They may not see this. Everything that they see is just on the surface, and that's it. They don't go behind that, see what's going on backstage. You may be suffering. You may be feeling very sad, very depressed, very lonely, anything. And yet, to them, it seems as if you're just the person on top and you're just the king, the queen, somebody who has it all. They don't see what you're going through. And that's when people start to get jealous. They don't really see the real you. And so they give you bad advice because they want to bring you down. Why? Because they see you all the way up like this. So when you do talk to people about your problems, about your issues, there's no doubt, definitely vent. Let it all out. Just be careful when it comes to advice. Whose advice are you taking? Because some people here are not giving the right advice, and that's the type of cards that came up in this reading. This advice has been so toxic, it has ruined this relationship between you and this person, or even any potential that could have been there. Some people you can get rid of. You don't have to hang out with them. Some people you can't. You just can't. You're stuck in a situation. You're stuck in a home. You're stuck with people. You know, we don't choose our families. Well, actually, we do choose our families before we come to planet Earth. The soul does do that. But as a human being, we don't really feel that. We don't know what we have chosen. And we suffer sometimes because of that. So just remember, this is a very clear-cut answer. Helpful people? No. Within the next few months, there's going to be forgiveness. And there's going to be something better. In the meantime, start taking care of yourself on a spiritual level. Choose a new direction. And let go of certain things that have been bothering you, that have been actually weighing you down in terms of this connection as well. And that's your reading. Sag, I know it's a little challenging, this last little part. But follow whatever you can, whatever is possible for you. And with the grace of God, within the next few months, something good is going to come up for you. Because it does say there's something better for sure. All right, Sag. Thank you so much for tuning in. I wanted to let you guys know, for those of you who are new, I do have another channel, which is absolutely free. Every single video on that channel is free for you to watch. That is called Asnointia Audio, and that's on YouTube. And there you'll find relationship-related videos, spiritual-related videos, as well as one that recently I had posted up a while ago now. It was on negative energies. And also, I know this sounds really strange, but I've been working on a cookbook. It sounds really strange. It's a cookbook. Yeah, it's a cookbook. It's about Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. A small portion of you may be aware of this. And it's about the different types of physical features and characteristics that a human being has and what types of meals we should be eating according to that. This is ancient Ayurveda. However, I've also incorporated some of my own experiences in between. I've added it into this cookbook. So please do stay tuned. It is very helpful. And personally, when I do my readings, I do give advice to people regarding certain things that they should be eating, certain things that they should be avoiding. And it has truly helped them a lot. That's when I do my chakra checkups. That's something that I also have available right now if anybody's interested. Please do go on my website. I have a limited amount of readings that I'm doing right now, but do visit www.asnointia.com to see whatever is available, and you could definitely place an order. All right, so stay tuned for that, guys. Thank you. Take care. Stay safe. I'll see you guys again. Bye now.